Hi YouTube, how's it going? This is Meister once again over here with another video. This time, we're going to be talking about a topic that I have been wanting to talk about for a while on my channel, but I just couldn't decide which characters to put on this list. But I think I finally made up my mind, and I think I finally know which characters we're going to be talking about. So today, I'm bringing you the top 5 worst designed characters in Smash Ultimate in my opinion. Now again, like I just said, this is just my opinion, so if you guys do not agree with this, I don't give a shit. No, for real, I really don't care. But let's get right into them, alright? So let's start with maybe one of the least predictable in this. I mean, I know there's a lot of videos out there with the top 5 worst designed characters in Smash Ultimate out there, but I haven't seen that many lists include this character, and that is Lucario. So Lucario, in my opinion, is a pretty badly designed character, because basically, the more percent he has, the more damage and knockback he's supposed to be dealing. But the problem with him is that even when he has enough damage received, he does not do anything either way. So this is basically a character that relies on losing to be good, but when he's losing, he's not good. He does not become any better, or rather, I mean, he does, obviously, because at the end of the day, it does help him. But I don't think it helps him in the way in which it's supposed to help him. Like, I think it helps him out, like, very little. For example, here we're at 64, right? So if we get one combo, which is this. Oh, I cannot even combo with it. But even if I had gotten the forwarder, I'll try to get a single forwarder. His aura sphere does become bigger. This is not an issue from, like, Lucario himself. I think this is an issue more so with how Smash Ultimate works. Because in Smash for Wii U, he actually used to have the same mechanic. Rage plus aura. And in this game, he still has it. But the problem with this game, Rage was toned down in this game. So therefore, Rage doesn't help him as much anymore. And there's one big thing from Smash 4 to Ultimate that changed him drastically, in my opinion. And that is that his weight actually got decreased in this game compared to what it was in Smash 4. Yeah, him not being able to live as long anymore compared to like what it was in Smash 4 means he kind of live onto like higher percentages and stack a little bit more aura. So therefore, he's gonna struggle a little bit more with everything, really. Rage not being as powerful, him being lighter, not exactly a good combination. And then the other thing is he actually doesn't have any kill setups besides something with his like aura sphere into up smash, but I don't even think that is as true anymore. You see, that's a 21, dude. It's not even that much, and he's already at 87. Like, he's clearly losing by a pretty good margin. I think a combo like that at 87 should at least deal, like, you know, 28, not 21, bro. The only good thing they did for Lucario in the patches in Ultimate, by the way, is that they did give his up B a little bit less end lag when using it on the ground. Oh, there's another thing for Lucario's aura, which in case you guys didn't know, it also works with stocks. So if Lucario is down a stock, he does get more knockback. If he has up a stock, he receives less knockback on his moves. So even when he's winning, he's still struggling. He is still struggling. No! Damn it. Alright, but that's gonna be number 1 on the list. It's Lucario. He's, like I said, the best way to, like, describe him as he's a character that relies on losing. But when he's losing, he still doesn't do anything. And he doesn't get rewarded enough for it, so... For number 2 on the list, we got Pyra and Mythra. I actually have a lot of thoughts regarding Pyra and Mythra as to why they are badly designed. And this might come as a surprise to a lot of you. Because in general, they are just a character who are just simply broken. But have you ever thought about the reason why they are broken? So I'll tell you why right now. The main thing for me with Pyra and Mythra, as to why I think they are not well designed, is that at least with the way in which Sakurai introduced them in their presentation was that Mythra was supposed to be the one that dealt the damage, had no lag, and couldn't kill, right? But turns out that fucking Mythra can kill as well, has no lag, and does deal enough damage, and Pyra, who's supposed to like be the one who kills and be really punishable, is actually not really that punishable. So you end up with a character where supposedly their main thing was Mythra not being able to kill, racking up a considerable amount of damage, you know. And then you have Pyra, who is supposed to be like really laggy, but then you actually try to punish her, And a lot of her moves actually have a lot of shield stun, or they have a lot of almost no lag, dude. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking with these characters. I feel like it's okay for them to be top tier. But look at this. A character this fast as well for Mythra. Like, her being able to rack up damage is fine. But this fast with a sword as well? I don't know who thought about this. I don't know who really thought this was a good idea. And the down throw? Look at that! Down throw up B? Still connects. But my cool thing about Mythra, though, is that I don't think she should kill at all. Like, she's already too fast. She's already too oppressive in that sense. And then that, bro. That's another thing I forgot to mention. I don't know why they have really strong out of shield options. Because with Mythra, she also has foresight. Like, I don't understand why they thought giving her foresight was good. Because, like, for example, my thinking with the bad design there is that with Bayonetta, they decided to tone down Witch Time from Smash 4. But then they decided to give it to Mythra, which it's still not in the same degree as Smash 4 Witch Time, obviously. But you can still get a freaking smash attack out of it and kill you, you know? Like, Bayonetta has been getting buffed over and over again since the game came out and never got bad within back, dude. Or Witch Time. Her Witch Time is still pretty bad. And then they bring out a DLC and they go like, oh yeah, no problem with foresight at all. Like, I don't know, this character is just filled with a lot of mechanics that I feel are not okay. Alright, for the next one, I'm actually not going to bring out any footage because I hate playing as this character. But it's Luigi. Luigi is a character who is extremely badly designed. Now, what's the main issue with Luigi? The main issue with Luigi is that his main game plan revolves around grabbing you all of the time, right? Therefore, you cannot shield. Therefore, you have to camp him. The problem is not the 0-2 that he has. The problem is that he has a kill confirm at every percent that you're at. If you're at 0 to like 5 or 6% depending on your character, you get 0 to that. From down throw, downer, nair, downer, up air, up B, whatever. That chain. You get 0 to that from that. Then if you somehow manage to escape that chain because of your SDI, then, depending on your character, you can get down throw up beat. You can get down throw downer up beat. You can also get down throw tornado at high percent. You can get down throw back air for trying to avoid a tornado at high percent. You can get upbeat out of shield for touching Luigi's shield because it's frame 4. Unless you have a disjoint, which not a lot of characters have unless you're a sword fighter. Or a character like this dude over here who has like a back air. Or this dude whose back air can also space him from it. Like, very specific characters can actually space from Luigi's shield. But majority of the times, if you touch his shield, you're gonna die. You're gonna get upbeat, you're gonna die at like 50, 60, depending on the rage. Now, the only good thing about Luigi is that he has a very bad disadvantage, right? That's until he tornadoes you, frame 1, invincible, in the air. Frame 1 invincibility, my dudes. You heard that correctly. It's invincible frame 1 in the air. So if you overextend by just a little bit, you will get hit, and now your combo is his combo. Yeah, it's a thing. It's invincible frame 1. Gets him out of all those sticky situations. The only good thing about it, though, and this is the reason why he wasn't, like, any higher on this list, is because at least the tornado is somewhat baitable. At least you can somewhat work around it. It's really laggy, too. It's, like, minus 40 something, I believe. So you can drop shield and charge a smash attack against him if you want to. But he still has a lot of stuff. And then his recovery is another thing that is supposed to be bad from him. He also has the misfire factor, which, let me tell you something, from my experience fighting Luigi mains, they always get that misfire when they need it the most. Like, I don't care if they say it's based on probability of 1 to 10. Not true, fellas. That is some serious plot armor, I swear to God.
Other than that, there's the misfire.
Why does he always get one when he needs one? It's infuriating. It's infuriating to me. Man. I'm watching it.
Yep.
Like, it's a serious plot armor every time a Luigi doesn't have a jump anymore, and I'm like, okay, he's dead. Boom! Misfire. What kind of witchcraft do they do, man? Alright. That's gonna do it for Luigi. Enough ranting about it. Next one goes to Steve. Alright, this is number 4 on the list, and it's obviously really high because of it. So why is Steve badly designed? He actually has a lot of mechanics that are pretty unfair. The first one, and the most common one, is that he can plank over here and regain his invincibility by putting a block at the ledge. He also gets his jumps, all of his jumps, every time he places a block. He gets to ladder you for free by doing this. His up tilt is literally degenerate. His combos out of down throw are just, you get like 0 to like 80, you probably even die sometimes. He got shield break setups too. Man, like, if you try to shield against Steve, you're probably gonna get grabbed. And if you try to attack him, you can just start mining like this. Oh, you can just start mining like this, run away, and then do that. You see, he tried to attack me. Then his up smash. Oh, don't even get me started on that. His up smash, even if you manage to air dodge it, it actually lingers enough for it to cover your air dodge, unless you perfectly time it. Now, another thing that I think is really messed up about Steve is how fast he gets diamond. Dude, he gets diamond, I swear to God, like at least 3 to 4 times a match. As you can see, I already have it here. And he's out of there. And now, all you have to do now that you have diamond is you can just chill around. Do this. 0 to 60. Real fast. 0 to 80. And he's almost dead, all because of diamond. And he's dead, all because of diamond, because it's also like, I mean, it is fucking diamond, dude. Like, your opponent's gonna be scared of it too. And for how fast Steve gets it, as you can see, he already killed me here. But it doesn't matter, because I already have another one. Another thing that is really messed up about Steve is how many resources he burns whenever he uses his stuff. So for things like the downer, for example, that are very overpowered, for sure, because of how early it kills and how much shield damage it even does, it only uses 1 piece of iron, which is honestly ridiculous. I don't know why they thought doing that was a good idea. He almost died at 80 center stage, slightly charged. Invincible plus super armor, you see? So another thing about Steve, his card is not exactly the most balanced move in the game. His card also has invincibility plus super armor. So if you try to challenge it like he did there, it doesn't matter. The move just goes through him. You could actually see it in the footage over there. Steve, main issues with him, if he is camping and you try to challenge him, you most likely get punished. If he is shielding, you can still bait it out and punish you with other options. He even has this thing. Apparently Mewtwo told me this, I don't know if it's true, but his back air, his double back air, like, you know, he does like one sword and then the back air. Apparently that sword is a glitch. It's not even intended to be there. Like, and they never fixed it. Like, I don't understand what they were thinking. The resources he uses for stuff, like his golden card, and how fast he gets gold and diamond, and how many pieces of iron he uses for downer, are not okay either. I think those should all consume 2 pieces of each, 2 pieces of iron for a downer, maybe even 2 pieces of iron for a card, for a golden card at least. And he should get gold and diamond a lot slower, man. Like, I want you guys to put it into perspective with like Banjo Wonderwing. Steve's golden card is probably just as strong as Banjo's Wonderwing. Banjo only gets 5 a stock. Makes it okay, because he actually has to think about how to use it. But Steve just runs away for like 10 seconds, maybe even less than that, depending on which tool he has. Then gets gold, boom! Off to the races, man. And then the diamond again. Diamond is supposed to be a comeback mechanic, I guess. It doesn't work as a comeback mechanic. He gets it so fast that it's not even a comeback. It's just him trying to get diamond as fast as possible so he can speedrun his opponents. Like, it's not balanced in my opinion. And lastly, on this list, before we get on to the last character, I actually want to give a couple of honorable mentions over here. The first honorable mention goes to Sonic. Sonic is a character that I think is not well designed. He is a character that can literally sit on the corner, use one move that is invincible on release, and just do that over and over and over again until they win. You cannot challenge it. It's also, if you try to block it and punish it after you block it, it's also positive on shield. You cannot punish it by waiting it out, and you cannot punish it by approaching it. So you're basically screwed in neutral against Sonic. You cannot do anything against him. Like, literally, the only way to make Sonic a well-designed character is to remove the invincibility on Spin Dash. That way, or at least give it a little less, because it already has a lot, dude. Either give him less invincibility on Spin Dash, or make the move not positive on shield. there's no way that thing is safe on both. Like, you cannot do anything about it, basically. And then the other honorable mention is Little Mac. I mean, Little Mac, what can I say, man? Every character from Smash 4 to Ultimate got buffed, except Little Mac. For some reason, with Little Mac, they said no side B after you get hit. You're screwed. Deal with it. None of his kill confirms are available anymore, so the only way for him to kill is to rely on random smash attacks that don't even kill, even when he gets them sometimes. So Little Mac is this character who has to play neutral and win neutral consistently, but when he does, he doesn't get rewarded for it either way, because none of his stuff do anything. And his KO punch, which is supposed to be his savior, doesn't even work either, because you hit him like twice, and it's gone. And it doesn't even have to be strong hits, it's just a move that puts him into tumble. So, yeah, Little Mac, not exactly a very well-designed character. I'm a fan of what they did with him, by the way. The whole no aerials, but everything on the ground. The problem now is that everything on the ground for Little Mac is also trash, because they removed a lot of his stuff. And his recovery, that was supposed to be better in this game, because of side B into up B, is still not better, it's actually worse, because he cannot up B, or he cannot side B after he gets hit. Would he actually be that broken if he could side B after he gets hit? Let me know in the comments. I actually don't know about that. That's a question I've had for a long time, ever since Ultimate came out. But I think it's pretty trash that he cannot side B after he gets hit. But anyways. Alright, and lastly, and this is not going to come as a surprise to any one of you all. Kazuya Mishima, bro. Why is Kazuya badly designed? Do I really have to say it? Dude touches you once, you died. He has the Steve factor. Between him and Steve, I actually don't know who is worse, if Steve or Kazuya. They are both very stupid, they share a lot of things. For instance, Kazuya, if you try to approach him, he is a 50-50 whenever you approach him, because like, he has invincibility on everything he does, and some moves don't cover his entire body, but some others do. He can just mix up between those two, between using those two options, whether he uses an option that only covers his upper body, or an option that covers all of his body, or an option that only covers the low part. I don't know, dude. He has so much invincibility on a lot of stuff. If you try to play neutral against him, you're gonna lose. He can just electric through your stuff if you try to approach with that, and you're gonna die. Literally gonna die, because you get electric, nair, up smash, up beat, this punch. You try to attack on a platform, aimbot. And that's another thing as to why he's also like very badly designed. I don't know who thought of giving him auto turnaround, but getting electric into up smash is the most brain-dead combo in the entire game. He just has to do the electric, dash, and then it just auto turnarounds and up smash. He just has to dash once, and then it just does it, dude. Apparently, for what I have heard, Kazuya has all this invincibility because Sakurai thought that without it, Kazuya would have been trash. Would he really have been trash with a move like electric? Like, they could have made the electric invincible and that's it. But the rest, everything else that he has, come on. All of his stuff also has a lot of knockback, so it's not okay. Everything that he does pretty much kills, and it kills really early. And out of very simple stuff, too. He is also a super heavy, my dude. On top of everything that he has, he is a super heavy, which means he is like in the top 6, top 7 contenders for heaviest character in the game, dude. Which means, if you manage to try to get a couple hits on him, it doesn't matter. You have to put in like at least twice or 3 times more work on him, because he's a super heavy. He won't be dying anytime soon. I think the way to make Kazuya an okay character would have been to remove the invincibility on a lot of his stuff. Maybe not on all of the moves, but at least on quite a couple. Maybe make it so that the electricity just scales with your damage instead of being the same amount of stun, regardless of your percent. Like, you could have 0%, and the electric is gonna stun you the same amount as if you had like 100. That is not okay. Because Pac-Man does this, right? Like Pac-Man Bell, if he stuns you with Bell, the amount of time you're stunned depends on your percent. 1 second. My man, the truck driver, has something to say while I'm recording. Wow, you want to go any slower, motherfucker? Alright, so, as I was saying, Pac-Man Bell does this. The more percent you have, the longer it stuns you. But with Kazuya, it's always the same amount. So he gets free damage and free combos out of everything. Even his electric into up B combos at like 170, because it's just guaranteed. And no, mixing up the eye doesn't exactly work against him. Camping Kazuya also doesn't work against him. Remind you that he has a reflector that is extremely strong and can kill at very, very early percents. He has a shield breaker too, so if you try to shield, you're dead. There's a lot of stuff wrong with this. Oh, no. I was forgetting about the most important part. Rage. My dudes, rage is not okay. First of all, he gets rage when he gets to 100%. That's not the worst part. The worst part is that if you want Kazuya to get rid of rage, you have to deal 40% to him. So he's a super heavy, who you can't kill at 100, obviously, because he's a super heavy. Unless you get like a 9 or some crazy stuff, I don't know. You're probably not gonna be killing him at 100. So you have to deal 40% extra just to try to get rage away from him, because even at 140%, he's probably not gonna die either way. If he does use rage grab or rage drive or whatever it's called, like the grab version, and he whiffs it, it does reduce the time that he keeps it, but it's like 1 to 2% less for every time he uses it. So trust me, it's not the biggest deal in the world if he whiffs it. He can still do it a bunch of times. But yeah, it also deals 40%, by the way, so even if it doesn't kill you, you're still taking 40% out of it, which is a lot. 40% for one move that ignores shield, has iframes, and super armor. I don't know who thought about that, but they should probably get fired. And alright, that's gonna do it for the video today. If you guys want to watch this stuff live, don't forget to check out my channel on twitch.tv/MeisterGNW. I stream every day from 5 p.m. Central to 9 p.m. Central, Monday to Friday. Saturdays and Sundays, no stream. Gotta take a break from every now and then. And yeah, let me know in the comment section which other characters you think are badly designed. I think most of these characters, even though they are quote-unquote badly designed, they are literally 1 to 2 things away from actually being a decent character, a not so degenerate character. But that's how it be. Anyways, I'll see you guys around. Take care. Bye-bye.